Many people ask me, as a soldier, how did I become interested in peace? As a young child, I had witnessed how war had traumatized my father, and growing up living with him was very frightening due to his violent behavior. So when I was very young, I began thinking about the problem of war and why war has to end. But then many people asked me, if I wanted war to end, why did I join the army? Well, I think I joined the army for the same reason many people join the army. Because in our society, we're taught that we need war to end war, and we need violence to stop violence. Think about Spider-Man, Superman, and Batman. In order to protect humanity and save the world, they'll beat up the bad guy and they'll use violence. In the action movies I saw as a child, the hero would kill the bad guy, save the world, kiss the girl, and all would be well. So most soldiers want a safer and more peaceful world, and here's some evidence. During World War II, when we were fighting Nazi Germany and we were attacked by Japan, recruitment into the military was very high. During the Vietnam War, when soldiers weren't sure why they were fighting, it was much more difficult to get people into the military. After September 11th, when we were attacked, an American politician said that we need to use military force to make the world safer and spread freedom and democracy around the globe. Again, recruitment went up. So when people believe they're fighting for a good cause and to make the world safer, it's much easier to get them into the military. Most soldiers want peace, but peace is the objective, not the means of arriving at that objective. So what happened in my life that caused me to see peace not just as the objective, but as the means of arriving at that objective? What was the transformational process that caused that to happen? Well, during my time at West Point and in the Army, I learned several things that changed my life, and I'll share 4 of those things today. The first thing I learned that changed my life was West Point taught me that in the 21st century, the nature of war is drastically changing. And it's changing in a way that many people don't realize. So how is the nature of war drastically changing in the 21st century? West Point taught me that in the 21st century, war is all about winning hearts and minds. That term became very popular during the Vietnam War, but what does that mean to win hearts and minds? What it means is that you can no longer kill your way to victory. So in past wars, you kill enough people, you win, but now you kill civilians, more people want to fight you. So technology forces war to evolve, so after the rifle was invented, swords were no longer used. After the machine gun was invented, people no longer fought lined up in rows. After the tank was invented and mass-produced, the trenches from World War I went away. So what new technological innovation has forced war to evolve again? What new technological innovation has forced war to evolve more than the invention of the rifle or the machine gun or the tank?
Nuclear weapons.
Oh, good guess. But keep in mind, nuclear weapons, they haven't been used in war since World War II, and they can't really be used in war.
Jets. Missiles.
Missiles? Even, those are good, even more dramatic than that.
Like robotics?
Oh, like Predator drone?
Any robotics?
No, good answer. Those have all changed warfare, but this is even more dramatic.
Automatic rifles.
Yes.
Like stuff with the media where
Oh,
it's actually in the, like, you can see what's going on, like the cost of doing what's going on there.
That's it. Something we use every day, exactly. Media. Mass media. Television. Internet. Mass media has dramatically changed warfare. Dramatically changed warfare. In ways a lot of people don't understand yet. But does that make sense? Here's a question. What's more dangerous to the American government? What's more dangerous to the American government? 10,000 Taliban fighters or WikiLeaks? WikiLeaks is a lot more dangerous, right? A lot more dangerous to the government. And that's how it works. So West Point taught me that in the 21st century, if you were seen as unjust, and images of your injustice are shown to people around the world, you'll create new enemies around the world far faster than you can kill them. And if you do not win the hearts and minds of the people, you will strengthen their determination to fight you 10-fold, 100-fold, 1,000-fold. So I was watching 60 Minutes, and a Marine colonel in Afghanistan said, if you kill 1,000 Taliban and 2 civilians, it's a loss. Why did that Marine colonel in Afghanistan say, if you kill 1,000 Taliban and 2 civilians, it's a loss? Why did he say that? What will happen if you kill 2 civilians?
You put the entire town against you?
Exactly. If you turn the population against you, you'll create more than 1,000 people who want to kill you. Right? What would happen if, it's common sense, right? What would happen if the Afghan or Chinese or British army came to America, put a military base here and killed 2 American civilians? How would the Americans react? We'd go berserk, wouldn't we? We'd go absolutely berserk. So people don't like it when you come to their country and kill their people.
Even if you knock down 2 trade towers.
Do what?
Even if you knock down 2 trade towers, you don't get popular.
Exactly. So people don't like when you come to their country and kill their people. So that Marine colonel in Afghanistan said, if you kill 1,000 Taliban and 2 civilians, it's a loss. In other words, if less than 1% of the casualties you inflict are civilians, you will lose. But here's the problem. From World War II until today, the majority of people killed in war are civilians. And some conflicts, up to 90% of the people killed are civilians. So do you see why it's so hard to win hearts and minds in war when 90% of the people being killed are civilians? Just the nature of war, the confusion, the chaos. 90% typically are civilians being killed.